Harmadou, Rachel Tuomihar. To start off with, in the small chapter of our reality, VR goggles are considered in the quantum mechanical field. I got more into string theory and particle physics and what makes up the Big Bang Theory, so I'll do my best in this field to start off with a little introduction to quantum mechanics, or QM for short, since it's the foundation for all electronics. Plus, in the now of 2018, and doing research on QM, everything about the field has changed even more, so here's a very rough cardboard cutout explanation. If anyone wants to add even more of an explanation, feel free to do so in the comments section. QM is the study of matter interacting with energies at a molecular level that explains how technology works. It also describes small-scale energy levels of atoms and subatomic particles in nature. Physicists found out that matter itself behaved like a wave and some acted as particles. That was found out later by Thomas Young and Augustin Fresnel in 1827 in their double-slit experiment. But with computers, since the discovery of semiconductors, they found that the electrons involved with semiconductor solids behaved more wave-like, that had its own distinct state that was better used for electronics. A semiconductor is an electrical conductivity valve that is part conductor and part insulator. It has a variety of uses in electronics, including passing current back and forth, temperature control to heat and light, etc. by doping. Two doped regions exist in the crystal structure, and a semiconductor junction is created. In these junctions, ions, electrons, and electron holes are found, which is the basis of diodes, transistors, and all modern electronics. Quantum physics explains the movement of two basic charge carriers in the crystal lattice called the p-type and the n-type. The p-type contains free holes in the semiconductor, and the n-type contains the free electrons. The p-n-type junctions is responsible for all electronic behavior. Quantum electrodynamics, or QED for short, is responsible for sending out the electronic charges called electric fields. The electric fields carry electric charges at any point in space by force. The electric charges moves and a current flows, creating a magnetic field that causes an electronic current that carries electrons around in a computer wire or wires. The data that is transmitted in any electronic device is sent through pulses of electricity. That the data is also called binary. When the electricity is flowing, it is called a binary 1, and when it is not flowing, it is called a 0. The 1 bit is represented by high voltage, and the 0 bit is represented by low voltage on a conductor. The basic signals are carried by communication buses inside and outside the computers. The PCIe bus inside the computer has an electrical interface that transmits the data, while the modem is responsible for converting signals to analog signals outside the computer. The communication buses inside the VR headset send everything from the picture you see on the screen and the controls you use. This is just some of the physics that is involved with the VR goggles, and there's much, much more. I never got into the engineering part of the VR headset because I'm trying to keep it about physics, but there's many websites you can read and that will tell you about it. Thank you, that is all for this part of our reality. Thank you for sticking with me. It took me a while to make another video. I was so busy during the holidays, and I hope you guys had a good one. Thank you so much for listening. Hey da.